hoping for a chance to strategically introducing our guests and speaker. And before I do that, I say put your virtual hands together. You know what to do. Do we all know what to do? Okay. While not everybody can respond at the same time, when I say put your virtual hands together, okay, some people are doing it. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. So when I say put your virtual hands together, I want to see the clapping hands. Yeah, thank you, Elon Musk. Thank you. Thank you. God bless. Osakwe, you're doing the right thing. Yes, thank you very much. Timothy, thank you. That's the correct one. Jeremiah, thank you. And all the people with the clapping emojis, thank you very much. So that's what I mean by put your hearts. Hearts. I don't mean hands. Hearts. I need this emoji. You're going to see an emoji. I've dropped like twice. So that's the emoji I need. When I mean put your virtual hearts together. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm loving this space already. Thank you very much. Okay. Quickly and without wasting time, I would love to introduce our speaker. And it is my exceptional honor to introduce him for today. A person who embodies the very essence of our webinar team. He is not just a speaker, he is a living blueprint for academic excellence and strategic professional growth. I'd like you all to meet Mr. James Alleh. To speak of Mr. James is to speak of a legacy in motion. At the University of Benin, he didn't just graduate with first-class honors, but he broke and shattered a 54-year academic record with a 4.98 out of 5.0 CGPA. I mean, if you know what this is, please put your virtual hands together for this. This was no accident. It was the result of a formidable, repeatable strategy, one that earned him over 8 prestigious scholarships as an undergraduate. Today, that same precision defines his PhD research in the United States, where he holds a perfect 4.0 GPA and works on converting waste and emissions into clean energy, turning what is discarded into what is valuable. Yet, what truly sets Mr. Alleh apart is not the records he has broken, but the foundations he has strengthened for others, doors he has opened, and hands stretched out to offer assistance. As the founder of the Go Getters Forum and an ambassador of Edo State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, he has systematically transformed his methodology into a movement, mentoring students towards their own scholarship and global recognitions. His recent selection as one of only 100 participants, I mean 100 participants worldwide at the International Petroleum Technology Conference, emerging from over 18,000 applicants. Please put your hands together. This is not just an achievement. It is proof that his strategies work even on the world stage. This brings us to tonight's team, landing internships and scholarships. Mr. Alleh is not here to theorize. He's here to translate a decade of historic achievements into each and everyone's actionable books. He will deconstruct the entire process from application psychology and LinkedIn architecture to the subtle art of profile storytelling so that you can move from hoping for opportunities, yes, to strategically attracting these opportunities. Please join me in welcoming a scholar. Please put those beautiful hands, beautiful virtual hands, a strategist, and a dedicated builder of potential. Our speaker, Mr. James Alleh. Please put your hands together. I want to see those beautiful hands. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mr. Alleh, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, awesome moderator. You have done so well. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I would like to say that everything she has said, they are true. But then the source of everything is God, right? God is the reason behind everything. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank God for what He has done for me and what He keeps doing. And I know that He has big plans for me. Right. So everything is God. So I believe let's appreciate God for that. So with that being said, I want us to clap our hands to God. Let's appreciate God for everything He has done for me, because as you do that, you're also doing that for yourself. You're praying for yourself as well. You don't envy others. You celebrate the grace of God upon their lives. So thank you so much. I can see some of my friends on the call. I can see some dignitaries on the call as well. I want to say I appreciate you joining us today. We are going to try as much as possible to make sure that the meeting is not too long. You understand everything we are here to do, right? So, guys, thank you so much. It's been a while. And this is me greeting you all. So, if you want to greet me, I would like you to introduce yourself on the chat. So, I would like you to just introduce with your name, tell us your name, and tell us the school you are. If it's University of Benin, if you are a graduate, also state it. I just want to know people I'm talking to, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir. So before we get into that, I would like to point out that we would give the opportunity to, because of the time constraint on our part, we'll
Right.
give the opportunity to five of your friends and five of the people who don't know you at all to introduce themselves. I hope that's fair enough.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. So we just need 10 people, five of those who know you already, and five of those who do not know you at all.
All right.
Please.
All right.
Thank you. So the floor is open for five people. First, the first five people are those he knows. So if you know him, introduce yourself. He would actually indicate that he knows you.
Right.
And then just introduce yourself and then turn off your mic and give the next person the floor. Then after the first five, the next five. And after that, we'll get on to the next item. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I think that's a very engaging one. So if you know me, you can raise up your hand. I think the first person we have here should be Dalitin. Oh yeah, you can go ahead. Dalitin.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, Dalitin.
Uh, I don't know you do, but my name is Alleh from University of Benin, 200 level civil engineering students.
Right. Right. It's nice to meet you here then. Dalitin. Thank you so much. So Daniel, you are next. Daniel, you are next. Please go ahead. Introduce yourself. Daniel.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good evening.
yeah. Good evening.
This is Daniel Gode from Federal University of Technology, Mina.
Okay, Daniel.
Yes, I'm part of your mentee during the TGGF
Oh, wow.
experiment.
Nice. Nice. Funny enough, I've not even met him, but then he has been very active, I guess, in TDGM. So nice to meet you, Daniel. Please let's talk after after the call, right? God bless.
All right.
Yeah, God
That's
bless. God bless your nurse. God, yeah, God bless. God bless. You have the floor. Yeah, I think the moderators should.
God bless you. Mute your mic.
Yeah,
Mute your mic.
yeah. I
Mute your
think
mic. Thank you. The
exactly.
next person is Emmanuel Abasetan. Emmanuel, please, if you're ready, can we hear from you? God bless. Please mute your mic and leave the noisy situation you're in. Thank you. Emmanuel, up to you.
okay. Thank you. My name is Emmanuel Peter Abasita. I'm from the University of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
Nice to meet you.
I've been hearing about um, this president of mine for a very long time now, and I've been wishing to meet him.
Wow.
But today I finally met him. I'm very happy.
Thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel. Nice to meet you. Yeah, definitely we'll have opportunity to talk after this call. I think that's all. Joseph. Joseph Okoronkwo, oh yeah. Go ahead. I think I know this one very well.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for giving me this great opportunity.
Right,
My name is Okoronko Joseph from Federal University of Toronto.
right. Okay. So yeah, I know this one. we're choristers
Good
together.
evening.
Yeah, wisdom. Go ahead. I mean, winner. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening. My name is Winner from University of Benin.
Right.
I was a mentee from first stage. So and I really thank God. When I came to Unibe, I was being transferred from civil engineering, which I initially to Kobe. But through the mentorship and your mentorship, I was being able to get back my civil engineering back.
Wow.
Need to get my civil engineering back.
Congratulations, Sawafi. Please let's give him a round of applause. I think he deserved that. Yeah, well done. Good job. Good job for you too. You did so well. Yeah, we're proud of
Thank you very much.
you. Thank you so much. So I think moderator, we can move on to the five persons who don't know me.
Okay, over to I would give the chance to the next five people. We need just five people next. Only five people who don't know him.
Yeah.
And after that, we'll go on to the next thing. Please, we have spent 19 minutes already.
Yeah.
This is 7:19, and we have a lot to digest from our speaker.
Right.
So please, let's not waste any more time. Yes, let's just go ahead so that we'll take in as much as possible. Thank you very much. The first person who doesn't know him, please speak quickly.
Hello, good evening. I am Timothy Ignatius, a graduate of Federal University of Technology.
Right.
He came highly recommended. I saw from someone on LinkedIn, and then I reached out and he shared the link to this virtual meeting.
Right.
It's nice really getting to know him and then to see what I could learn from this call. Thank you very much.
Right. Yeah, Timothy. I know Timothy reached out to me on LinkedIn. So yeah, it's nice to have you here.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So for a little correction, the speaker is here. So for those who are like the subsequent people left to talk and to introduce themselves, please say it's nice to meet you because he's here with us. Okay?
Right.
No third party. It's nice to meet you, not it's nice to meet him. Okay? Thank you very much.
Right.
Next person, please.
Who's going
Mr. Odeagbon Omusa, please go ahead.
I think Victor Ime is up.
Okay, Victor, please go ahead. Maybe after you would.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. President. Good evening, moderator Iberi, and good evening, our guest speaker, Engineer James Alleh. It's a pleasure meeting you. I think I've been following you from your University of Benin days.
Wow.
When you graduated. Yes. I think I don't know what of the wedding.
Okay.
Victor, thank you so
That
much.
was
Yeah, thank you, Victor.
Hello, can you guys?
I can hear you loud and clear. I heard you very well.
I'm from Zaki Musa from University of Benin. I'm privileged to meet you.
Right, nice to meet you, Musa. Honestly, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So please,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I think we can jump right into the meeting so that people don't get bored, and we can.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So the next thing on our agenda is we are quickly going to introduce the next thing. And while I want to do that, I would want everybody to ensure they are with a writing material. It is very important. So our host is going to quickly take us through what we attendees will learn. Please, this is a very important part. And from here, we'll go to the most important part of this event. So please, if you're not with any writing material, at least carry an extra phone, or if you're using your laptop, use your phone and record the things that are going to be said. Thank you very much. And before I give the host the floor, I would quickly like to introduce him because I mean, a president shouldn't introduce himself. So allow me to take a moment to recognize and thank the person who has helped bring us all together this event, our gracious host, and the president of Chemical Engineering Department, University of Uyo, Mr. Victor. Please put your virtual hands together for him. Mr. Victor has much more than just a title. He's a leader who's genuine care. Please, can you mute your mic? Whoever that person is, kindly mute your mic. He's a leader whose genuine care for academic and professional growth is evident in everything he does. It is thanks to his vision and proactive support that we are able to gather for important conversations like tonight's. He consistently works behind the scenes, of course, to create opportunities that connect us, inspire us, and move our entire department forward. We are truly grateful for his dedication and leadership. Please join me in showing our appreciation for Mr. Victor, President, who not only leads with excellence but ensures that every member of our community has a platform to stand out. Please put your better hands together for Mr. Victor as he takes over the floor. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, my moderator. That was a very warm one. Thank you, our speaker, engineer James Alleh. So, briefly, I'm going to just go ahead with the purpose with which we are here. So, I'm excited to have everyone for this session, this webinar with the theme Landing Internships and Scholarship, Application Strategies, LinkedIn Optimization, and Profile Enhancement. So in today's world, it is not just about having great or strong ambition. It's basically about knowing how to present your story, your position, your skills, and stand out where opportunities are looking for you. This session is designed to give you practical strategies you can apply immediately, whether you're preparing for your next application, refining your LinkedIn, refining your LinkedIn profile, or figuring out how to make your experience shine. So get ready to take notes, ask questions where you need clarification, and think differently about how you market yourself. By the end of this session, our goal is for you to feel more confident, more prepared,
Yeah, can you
and
hear me now?
one step closer to that opportunities you've been aiming for. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining this webinar. So we can go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Please put your virtual hands together for our president as we finally not actually step, but as we actually go into the fourth session where the speaker talks about application strategies. That is how to approach internship and scholarship applications. So please sit tight. You will have the best of the best from the best himself. Please put your hands together for Mr. James. Put your virtual hands together for him
Yeah.
and get your question ready. Thank you very much, Mr. James. The floor is for you.
Yeah, thank you very much, our moderator. So I would like us to mute ourselves so that you can hear me clearly because I can see some persons who are still not muted. And for the host, I think you can also mute them from your end. So you just have to look through the participant and be sure that everybody's mics are muted. So like she said, if you do have if you have water by your side, that would be nice. But if you don't have, just make sure you have a pen by your side, right? I think that way you will be sure of getting something out of this meeting, right? I already have mine. So my appreciation again goes to the organizers of this event, the Department of Chemical Engineering, University of Uyo, and every other parties that are involved, the executives, because I remember I was also an executive, so I understand the trend. So thank you so much for this meeting. And for all the members who came from far and near, from TGGF, those graduates and undergraduates, I recognize all of you and I thank you guys for joining. So, like you can see on this flyer, the theme for today is landing internship and scholarship, right? And you want to see practical strategies that you can use for applications and how to position yourself for global opportunities. So, we're going to kind of make this session very practical so that when you leave here today, you will be sure that yes, you have gained something. So, you have to have your writing materials. You can screenshot because I'll be a little bit fast. So you can just screenshot because of time. So whenever I come to a slide and you're interested, just screenshot and have the picture to yourself. Then from my end, I'm trying to see if I can record. So if I record and the recording is fine, I will send it to the organizer so they can publish if they want to. Now, I also want to beg you guys, right, to go to my social media accounts and follow me. I have my LinkedIn profile. I also have my Instagram here on the board, so you can go on LinkedIn and just search my name and then follow me and connect with me. You can easily reach out to me after this session. Hopefully, you will find this very useful or important. So, moving on, they have mentioned the agenda for today, how we're going to spend our time today. So, each session, as they have stated, is for 15 minutes. I'll try and keep within that time. Then we'll take a short break. We'll handle some questions for each session. Then we'll move on to the next session. So, for the first session we're dealing today is opportunities and applications. So, that's where we are going to be starting from. So, I just want you to sit back and know how the journey is going to look like as we move on. Just to confirm, can you guys see my slides? Can everyone see my slides?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, great, great.
Yes.
Yeah, good job. So my goal here is
Okay, I think everyone can see it.
okay, great. So my goal here for this session is very simple, is to help you understand how opportunities actually work and how to apply in a way that makes selection easier for the reviewers. So I'm going to start with something very important. Why do people get selected or rejected? So when reviewers are selecting candidates, right, they are usually checking a few things just to see if these people are eligible, if they are a good fit, or do you have any evidence to prove that you match that role, or you match that scholarship, or you match that opportunity that is available. Can they trust you to deliver when they give you such opportunity? Or are you that set of students that when they give you a scholarship, they are struggling for you to meet a particular threshold, a particular GPA just to maintain it? No. Many people fail not because they are not smart, but because they apply without reading requirements carefully, or they don't even present any proof that they match or they fit into that role. That's the reason why so many people fail in most of these opportunities you see today. So, how do you avoid that? We use a simple process, which I'm going to show you as we move on to the next slide. So, think of opportunities like a pipeline. First, you find the opportunity, then you confirm your eligibility, then you prepare your documents, then you apply for interview. You apply, then you get interview if needed, then you follow up. So the key mindset you need to build here is that you have to treat every stage as a checklist. So don't rush from step 6 to step 2 when step 2 is not even completed. Rather, don't rush to step 6 when step 2 is not even complete. You have not prepared your document and you are thinking of applying. You have not prepared your document, you are already thinking of how you are going to spend the money. So beyond those steps, what really determines who succeed? I think that's an important question we need to ask ourselves. So we're going to look at some of those drivers that makes you maximize these global opportunities I'm talking about. So for me, I like to summarize success in 3 drivers or in 3 ways. The first one is the God factor, which is all about your purpose, your direction, and the grace of God. The God factor is always there. Number 2 is the mentorship and resources you have. The mentorship factor. Who is guiding you? What information do you have or you can access? Those are very important. You see a scholarship, you are not even looking out for those who already are beneficiaries of that scholarship so that they can mentor you and tell you how they got it. But instead, you want to do it all by yourself. Even if you scale through, trust me, the lessons you are supposed to learn from that opportunity, you will not get it. The third is your mindset, which I'm going to dwell on. Your mindset, that's your discipline, that's your consistency, your belief that you can compete globally. If your mindset is weak, even the good opportunities will pass you by. That's just the truth. So I want us to connect your mindset to action, because action is what creates results. Did you get that? Action is actually what creates results. So I'm going to show you something here, as you can see on this slide. So this slide is just saying something powerful to us. Like I said, I'll be a little bit fast. So what he's just trying to tell you is that opportunities are everywhere. There are several opportunities as you can see on the screen, but they continue to increase when your thinking expands, when your actions becomes consistent, when the way you are approaching this scholarship, you are approaching these opportunities, they are consistent, they will keep coming. From scholarships to internship to placements to fellowships to traveling outside the country, all of these things responds to preparation. So if you don't prepare for it, there's no way you can get it. So your key takeaway from this slide should be that you should change how you see yourself, how you see opportunities, and how you act. I don't know if I'm making a sense. If it's not making any sense yet, now let me show you a picture. Now look at these pictures. I want you to look at these pictures. Now, if you look at these images, rather, this is like an emotional reality for many people who apply. You see confusion, you see opportunity, you come with great joy at the start when you saw the opportunity. I'm going to apply for this job. I'm going to apply for this job. Then when you check requirement, they say submit your CV. They say submit your statement of purpose. They say submit this. They say you are going to write tests. You get discouraged. You are not preparing. The opportunity, the requirements are too much. You become confused, pressure everywhere, deadline, you keep it, you procrastinate. I'm going to apply so day, and deadline is getting close. That's where you start seeing rejection everywhere, and then some persons even eventually get success. So our objective here is to structure your mindset by what you imagine, what motivates you, and how you prepare for it. So if you master these actions, these acts, you will be able to navigate through scholarship process by yourself, and you will be able to win from most of them. I know I'm targeting your mindset first, because it's not just telling you this is how it is, this is how it is. Your mind has to be prepared for it. So this picture just shows you how the journey looks like. What does the process look like? Some people get the joy after the end of the old process, but some persons, they weep or cry because they don't get the opportunity. That's the reality of things. But look at my own journey. I'll show you this journey. Before I get to my journey, now let me show you how usually when it comes to scholarship, how the flow process is like. So what you can see, the undergraduate scholarship often begins with awareness. They will create awareness, publicity, you see it everywhere. Then you apply, and usually you get to see tests, or they will select. They will select some students for tests, some they will just select and give them their scholarship. While some they will call them for interview and then document. This applies to scholarship, undergraduate scholarship for those who are still undergraduate. Then they will ask you to bring your documents or submit your document like seplat. Say submit your document, then final list. Then for graduate opportunities at the right hand side, you see that it often demands extra steps. You can see it on the screen. That's why I say if you know you're interested in anyone, you can just screenshot because of time. So you can see that there are additional steps like deciding your research area, contacting supervisors, funding type, visa, and travel. The main point is that it's a journey. So you need to trust the process and don't skip any steps. So let me quickly relate this to my own journey and show you how practical it can be, how it was for me. As some of you are aware, I'm currently in the United States pursuing my PhD, but trust me, it happened as a result of a journey, right? Even during my undergraduate days, I also got scholarships, about 8 of them. But this journey, it was a journey for me. From 200 level down to final year, it was a journey down to now that I have to leave the country for my PhD. Also on scholarship, funded, and I'm working, I'm getting paid. And it can be for you too. All you just have to do is to see them as a journey for yourself. Steps that you're not supposed to make. This slide is just showing you that I didn't lock into opportunities by luck, just by luck. No, I followed the process. I followed I followed the process. I became aware, I was prepared, I applied intentionally, and I followed through. So when I teach you this, it's not theory, it's something that I have done, and I'm trying to help you understand how I did it so that you can repeat the same process and you make way for yourself. So many people mix these two ideas, scholarship and research funding. They are different. I'm talking about those who wants to travel out of the country. So my target now, whether you are still undergraduate, You just have to prepare your mind, be aware of it. Awareness is important. So that's why I'm still telling you guys here. Why, for those who are graduates already, I want you to look at this as two phase. There's what we call scholarship, there's what we call research funding. Now I'm going to share you some of the difference between this scholarship. Now on the left hand side, you can see undergraduate scholarship. Now often undergraduate scholarship is usually based on often merit based, need based, or sponsor based. On the right, graduate scholarships like Chevening, Erasmus, PTDF, and related research opportunities, as you can see on the screen, these are graduate scholarships. So the key support here is that I do have this database scholarship in PDF format. So for those who are going to connect with me on LinkedIn and you reach out to me, right, or those who have my personal contacts, I'm going to share this database of scholarship with you, which you can look up online and keep tabs of those scholarship, so that from there that awareness is, you have the opportunity yourself, then you can now make the difference for yourself. Now but then let me spot out some of the difference between scholarship and funding. A scholarship is usually a reward. It's like a gift, an award. Often no work is required. You're just sponsored. You can see you recognizes your academic excellence. But you see funding, they are providing you support and you're actually working. Assistantship, that's the one you call research assistantship. And then you have teaching assistantship and you have grants. Now, so don't just chase the word scholarship without understanding what the funding model is for you. Like you are pursuing a scholarship, you don't know how you'll be funded, you don't know whether it's a fully funded scholarship, you don't know whether it's an half funded scholarship, whether it's 50%, 70%, 30%. The remaining percent, can you pay? How can you pay? For those that are going to the UK, most schools there, they will tell you you have to spread the remaining percent. You can spread the remaining percent. They might give you 70% scholarship and tell you 30% you're going to pay, but then they can spread it across your period of stay, so which is something you can handle. So that is how the scholarship forum looks like. The research funding usually is a project. When there's a project, you apply and say yes, you are interested in this project, then you go for it. Currently, that is what I'm doing. So now I'm trying to design catalysts that can help make fuel or make some of this waste that we like from exhaust from cars. You can see all those gas flaring, to see how I can convert them into cleaner fuel. That's basically what I'm doing, and I'm designing a catalyst that can do that. So that project, I'm working on it. That's what I'm doing. So that is how research funding works. So, but one big advantage many people ignore in research funding plus application fee waivers is that um you don't know about it. That's the difference between those that are going for funding and those that are going for scholarship. So that's why I'm making you aware now. So we're going to talk about some of this research funding you see. These are some of them I highlighted because of time. I'm trying to make sure, and there's what we call application fee waiver, right? I'm just trying to inform you. So application fee waiver is when you have prepared your documents and you want to apply for a school and you want to get scholarship, right? There are schools that gives application fee waiver, while there are some that you have to pay some certain amount of money. But all of this thing revolves around your information. Are you aware? Did you meet somebody who is already in that process? It's very important. So this other slide, this is how the database look like. So if you open this document, you're going to see something like this. There are different countries from United States to Canada to Australia to UK to Argentina to Brazil. They're all listed, and the different scholarships that are under each country that you want to go. So you can check about it. Sometimes you hear fellowship, sometimes you hear scholarship, sometimes you hear funding. So when you check through it, you check when is the deadline and then apply. So that's how it works, right? So reach out to me on LinkedIn if you have connected, and then we can talk more about this. I am sure you guys can still hear me, right? So moving on, now let's talk about how to apply for grad scholarship. So first of all, you need to understand that there are eligibility and country restrictions when it comes to scholarship abroad. For those that want to go abroad, right? You want to do undergraduate abroad or graduate abroad, whatever you want to do, you just have to understand, is your country eligible to apply for that scholarship? You have to make findings, understand the true value of that scholarship as well. How much is it worth? Is it something you want to go for? You want to also track deadlines. You want to make sure you keep track of the deadlines for each scholarship. This is very important. It's also important if you are going for undergraduate scholarship. And also, you want to also confirm your academic level. Do you think that the level you are academically matches what they want you to do? The field restrictions, you have to check. Is this thing as accrued to my field? Is it something that my field is called for? There are some scholarship like Erasmus, there's a certain field area, they will say cyber security, that they will say you have to pursue. So in that case, they have restricted the field. So if you don't want that, there's no way you can apply for that. But if you want that, then go ahead and apply. So that's how it works. So you also want to know your choosing choice of universities, are they eligible and all that. So you don't have to guess. You have to understand what the requirements are. Only then can you be sure that you're going to get it when you apply. I don't know if that makes sense to everyone on the call. You can drop it on the chat as I'm talking so that it helps us follow. And I know that the organizers can see the chat. So I'm almost rounding up this first session because of time. So there are three common routes you can follow if you want to apply for research funding. I talked about scholarship. The first is apply through school portal. Now you have to apply for the school admission in its way. That's one of the ways you can get research funding. Just apply school portal, check any of the project, any professors that are under any project, and tell them, okay, this is the professor I want to work with, and then you can get it if the spot is available. Two, you can apply through published grants or opening. We're going to talk about LinkedIn optimization. That is where you now see the importance of all this I'm saying, because most of these published grants and research are posted on LinkedIn, right? And when you see them, you can apply through that. Reach out to the professor via email. Then the third, which is very strong, is to send a strong international or intentional rather code email to the professor after you have researched about them. And the big question is simple: how do you identify the right advisor? So you need to check for alignment of interest. You need to check active projects. You want to check the mentorship style. You want to check their academic fit, and you have to look beyond big names, right? So your intentionality is what separates you from generic emails. How are you intentional about reaching out to them via cold mail? I know some graduates are here, they'll be like, I've sent cold mail and I've done that a couple of times. How intentional are you? Did you reach out to the graduate student first to find out if the projects are even existing? Have you reached out to the graduate student to find out when is the best time you can reach out to this professor, because this professor receive emails every day? So the question is, what time is best, or what time do they sit down to read these emails, so that you know when to target, when to send your emails. That's for those who are trying to apply abroad, like for scholarship abroad or research funding abroad. So I'm talking to the undergraduates, I'm talking to the graduates, so I'm trying to put everybody on the same box, right? So but one thing is very important: your intentions. Intentionality is very important. Now, and that is what all of this is saying as well, right? So for the timeline, you have to look at the timeline from June to August. You have to look at timeline because there is summer session, there is fall session, there is spring session. So you don't just go ahead and apply. Every country has their different timelines. So you want to check what are their timelines so that you know how to target this deadline. Same with undergraduate scholarship. You want to check what is the timeline, what's the deadline. If they say it's going to expire, or if you're applying for jobs, when is the deadline? And then keep track of it. Don't just assume, you keep track of it. Now the next is choosing the right school. Uh, so you have to check the right school. I don't know, somebody's unmuted. It's obstructing me. I don't know. Can we correct that? Can we correct that? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but there's a little like disturbance at the background.
I don't think it's from my end. I think somebody's mic is unmuted. So the organizers can mute the person. So good. Thank you very much. So I'm already rounding up the first session so that this is a big topic for us. So I'm trying not to be too fast. At the same time, I'm trying not to be too slow. So this is the application strategy basically you need. This is all you need in summary, right? This is something I've done, I've utilized, and it has helped me. You start early, read the eligibility twice, extract keywords that you are going to use to tailor your CV, and then write a clear motivational story. Show proofs. Your project, you have to show it. Don't just say it, you show it. You show the outcomes, you show your portfolio. Choose your referees strategically. Recommendation letter, because you need recommendation letter. So choose people who will recommend you. Very well, very important. Then use this checklist, right? And try to tick all the boxes and follow up professionally, basically. And trust me, you're going to get the opportunity. That's what I did. Now, if you do all of these things consistently, your application will quickly, or your application quality will jump to the mind of whoever is going to read your application, whether for job, whether for scholarship, or whether for graduate internship, as the case may be. But let's zoom into one of these biggest this thing that we're talking about. It's just a simple, here's a simple structure as you can see on the screen. This is just a simple structure that makes it easy for reviewers to score you. They start with strong hook, your motivation and your context. They try to look at where there's evidence, your achievements and proof of impact. All of these things is included in your CV, we're going to talk about later. Then fit. Are you fit for the program? Why is this program matching you? Or why does this program match you rather? Then plan. What you will do next. That's the next thing. What will you do next? And then close with value and gratitude. So all of these quick checks is done. They check your headings, they check your short paragraph, check specific result, generic recycle test. All of these things are things you should do, so that when you quickly submit your application or you submit your essay, you will not and your recommendation matches very well, you'll be sure of getting the opportunity. As easy as that. So reference and recommendations very important. You don't just go with big names that will not be able to tell good about you. You need people who knows you, who can talk about your leadership, your integrity, your quality, your skills, your growth. For most of these jobs, or for most of this scholarship, or for most of this research and funding, because while you submit your CV, you need recommendations to follow up to make you a strong candidate. Now, I wrote down an easy route to get your opportunities, right? The first is be open. Get a mentor. Yes, get somebody who can mentor you. Then join WhatsApp, Telegram groups where your opportunities are shared, and build your network through conferences and LinkedIn. Attend conferences when you can, and very importantly, ask for it. Always ask, apply, reach out. Try opportunities, don't respond to wishes. They respond to preparation and action. You don't wish for an opportunity, you prepare for an opportunity. So I will take a pause now so that we can take a short break, and then we can ask questions before the next session. Thank you very much. Over to you, moderator.
Please put your virtual hands and hearts if you have them. Put your virtual hearts. I've never been so glued to a presentation as this. I don't know if it's because it's the Japa syndrome in all of us in Nigeria that's working on me right now. But I'm still an undergraduate. But please put your virtual hands and hearts. That was so beautiful. That was so wonderful. Concerning the opportunities and application session, I think we now understand how they work. We've been given three factors. Of course, we should know that the growth factor is very important. The mentorship factor, like he has said it over and over again, get a mentor, get yourself a mentor. And then the very important reason for this is the mindset factor. I hope with the little things, not little, he has said great and mighty things. And I hope with the things he has mentioned concerning your discipline, your consistency, how you write, how you shouldn't procrastinate, he has said a lot of things and has given us an open hand to reach him in case we need his help for anything. So I think this is wonderful. Put your virtual hands together once more, please. Thank you very much. Please, whoever is participating, whoever is here, please, I want you to appreciate him. Who has a question? I will entertain just one question in this session. One very serious, important question. Please, just raise your hand. Please, just raise your hand. Okay, I would not know whose question is more important, but we have a chat box. If you can quickly go there and type your message, I would so love him to read the message and pick one very important one. So whoever has the fastest hand, and not just the fastest hand, you have to have a very important question. Please, your question has to be very important. Please, the floor is All yours, Mr. Speaker. As you read the question, the one that is very important, please,
All right.
you can go ahead and
Somebody's,
respond. Thank you very much.
yes.
And please, we do not want to see questions like, he should be our mentor and all. Calm down, okay? Calm down. The time is coming where you ask such questions, but for now, please, it is nothing related to this right now. Please,
All right. So
please.
somebody's asking a question, right? So I will just quickly head back. So she's asking about this timeline. So she said you showed a slide showing the different time periods when it comes to application, June to July and all. Can we see it and get a review? Yeah, so about this, it's different for different countries, right? But this is specifically for the United States. So usually they have different seasons. So if you are going to apply for a certain season, say you have to plan for that program like a year before. Like you need to take like 1 year or 6 months to plan for it. That's what this timeline is showing you, right? So what you do, ask yourself which country do you want to go? Do you want to go to the United States? Do you want to go to UK? Do you want to go to Germany, Cameroon, Ghana? If any of you want to go to Ghana, so you have to check what's the timeline like. When is admission usually up? So some will tell you January. January is spring. Some will tell you August. August is fall. Some will tell you summer period, May. That's also fine. So if the program is August, that is when you want to go, then you have to start planning for this thing since January. So you have all the time to plan for it. I don't know if it makes sense. So it differs with the country, but this is like a structured plan I've given to you. If, for example, you are applying for what? August. Sorry, for April to May. That's August, first semester. Yeah, so if you don't mind, can we get your slide at the end of the call? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. I think there's no much information. It's just to share. Yeah, I can do that if that's what you want. Following up on your question, that means you advise targeted application, not just praying and praying. Exactly, that's correct. Victor, you are very right. There's a good, that's why I told you that God factor is important, but you need to understand that there's mentorship and you have to put in the work. So you have to strategically position yourself so that you can get access to these opportunities. If you don't strategically position yourself, you are just in your family group chat. You are not in you're not in Telegram group chat. You're not in scholarship group chat. You say it's a sin for you to be there, or they are talking rubbish. That's why you don't want to join that group chat. That's where your failure starts from, because you are limiting yourself to opportunities. Because even if they don't talk what edifies you, but then you can mute yourself and come there from time to time to just check if any opportunity is there. That's why you see me on so many group chats. Do you get? So you don't just sideline yourself and say it's only family group chat you are going to be on. No, that's not how opportunities work. Join all of these places, go for events, follow up, and trust me, opportunities will not be far-fetched. I think I've answered all the questions, moderator.
Yes. Thank you very, very much. If there's anything I heard clearly while he was speaking the first time, he said, opportunities do not come by luck, but a process was followed. Yeah. He was talking, our speaker was talking about himself when he said that. So I think we should just pen that down and understand that it will not just come to you by luck, except you're a Nepo baby. But it will not come by luck. A process will be followed. Thank you very much. Up to the second session, and after this session, we still have 2 more sessions. So please, let's keep our questions brief while we keep our ears peeled, because if you listen, you will not have too many questions, but you just have very important questions. So please, the second session is all about LinkedIn optimization. Those who do not have a LinkedIn account, this is where you have to be. Those who have LinkedIn accounts and are struggling, you need to be here right now. Those who are out there and are doing well on their LinkedIn pages, you still need this to get better. I mean, we used to say good, better, best. I will never rest until my good. There's something we used to say when we were small. So if you're good, get better. And if you're better, do your best. So please, sir, take us. Sorry, not sir. Please, engineer, take us into the session. We are waiting and we are ready. Yeah. We are ready for you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Please put your virtual hands together one more time to encourage him and to thank him for his time.
So like I told you guys,
The floor is yours.
yeah, thank you. So like I told you guys have to have water by your side, have notebook, a screenshot. If you see any slide that is important to you, trust me. I know I don't always have this time to share this, so whenever I do, I try to give my best so that everybody gets to benefit from it. So thank you so much for those who are still on the call. I appreciate your presence. Just give me a few minutes and I will be done, right? So I'm moving to the next session, which we call, I will tag profile enhancement, right? Your profile enhancement. I know that the moderator mentioned that we should look at the LinkedIn optimization, but I thought about it. I felt let's begin with CV before we enter into LinkedIn, because I think your CV is very also important. Then the LinkedIn will come to that later in the third session. So I'm going to focus on your CV at this stage, so everybody can learn the truth about CV and what resume is all about. So because the truth is you can find the right opportunity, but if your CV is weak, you will lose it. You will still lose it. So even if you position yourself well, you get this opportunity and your CV, your resume is not properly written, trust me, you're going to lose it, because that explains who you are to the recruiter. Whether it is undergraduate scholarship, if they ask for your CV, or if it is what's it called, even if it's graduate applications. And some of you will be like, no, they don't ask for CV for undergraduate scholarship. That might be true, but trust me, that's not entirely true, because what they usually ask when you're applying for this undergraduate scholarship, they'll just tell you fill in some field. Okay, what's your CGPA, what's your name, your bio data, all of those things that they ask you is your CV. Whatever you write there, they'll tell us why do you want to apply, why do you want to get this scholarship. These are CV. Your CV, your GPA is also part of your CV, and that announces who you are for undergraduate. Then when it comes to graduate, it's a different ball game, which I'm going to tell you today. So let's try to fix your CV with how I'm going to explain all of these things, so that your profile can be enhanced in a very high way, so that people can always give you opportunity and you don't get to struggle for some of these things. So when I say profile enhancement, right, I am talking about consistency. In simple term, consistency. I'm talking about your CV, I'm talking about your LinkedIn, talking about your portfolio. All of these three things must tell the same story. No contradictions. I don't know if that makes sense to us. Your CV, your LinkedIn, your portfolio must tell the same story, no contradictions. Your CV should not say something else, then your portfolio saying something else. So the simple rules, two simple rules: match these, make them match. Make these match. Job titles has to match. The dates has to match. Your skills has to match. Your key achievement has to match. All of them has to align. Then the second rule is that you need to have a simple brand statement. One clear line that tells who you are and what you are seeking for. So now let me show you the fastest way to make your CV convincing and build what I call a proof stack. Now, this slide is the secret. Proof beats claims. If you tell me that you are a project engineer, what is the proof that you have actually managed a project and I can call you a project engineer? Don't just say you are good without showing evidence. You are good with Python. Is there any project you have done? Can you show me any project you have done with Python? So that is what I mean by building a proof stack. You need to build a portfolio, your project portfolio, whether it is PDF, Notion, Google Drive, with screenshot, outcomes from your project. So whenever you engage in trainings, whether Excel training, whether Python training, you want to screenshot some of these projects you do there and like put it on maybe GitHub. You can link it to your GitHub. You want to link it to your portfolio, so that when you are applying for jobs, opportunities, or scholarships, you can attach all of those links together. That's your portfolio. Then you want to have like a one-page achievement sheet, awards, leadership, impact, as the case may be. You want to have it so that when it is requested, you can be able to give that. Then we talk about publication for those of you that are graduates, and those of you who are still in school. Some of you don't know what is meaning of publication or posters. Now, publications is simply you are done with your thesis, your final work, final year thesis. For those of you in final year, you understand. Those of you in 200 level, 100 level, you don't understand, yeah. But listen, when you get to your final year in school, usually you write your thesis or your project or your thesis, the one they call final year project. Now, usually most people when they are done writing that, they publish it. That is, they put it online for people to see it. That this is what they have done. Now, when you do that, you publish successfully, whether you are publishing locally in Nigeria journals or you are publishing internationally in international journals, it shows that you have publications. So for those of you that want to go for PhD, you need that as a proof that yes, you have research skills. Another proof stack you need is certifications. Some of you do software development, some of you do virtual training, some of you do virtual course, Python, as the case may be, all of these things comes with certifications. Now, those certifications, you need them because you are going to use them when you are applying. But then, I do not mean that for those of you that do so many things at the same time, you do cooking, you are there, you do Python, you are there, you software development, you are there, virtual training, then you want to apply for a job, you pack everything and just give to them. That's not how it works. It's also a bad way to present yourself. So now that we know what you need to have, the next question is what is the best way you can structure your CV that wins? Now, this slide, what you can see here is just showing you the structure because for CV to be easy to score, there has to be a structure. A clean order that works almost every time is it moves from header, your summary, your education, your experience, project, skills, award, leadership, and volunteering. This is just like the general pattern across all countries, across every job opportunity. Just like it differs with some places, a little bit different. Some will say they don't want picture. Some of them will say they need picture. Like in the UK, I think you need a picture, but then in the US, you don't need a picture anything on your CV. Now, these are just different ways you can format. But the point is that when it comes to CV and resume has your resume, right? You know, we mistaken CV for resume, sometimes resume for CV. The goal, the point in all of this name, it doesn't really matter. The point is that one of them has all the things, all your experience, all your educational experience, all your projects, all your skills, all your awards. One of those CV contains that, where you have all of those write up, or that document can be like 15 pages, 20 pages, 5 page, 7 page, as the case may be. But that's not the one you use for resume. Resume is just like a one page. You want to apply for a job, and they tell you this is what we need, and this is what we want you to do for us. You will now go to your CV, look at those skills that are relevant, that are in alignment with what they need. That's what you now pick and make it just one page. That is how it works. So you have to keep your CV very brief, very brief, as you can see on the slide. Now, if you look at another area you have to pay attention to is the way you present your experience. How do you present it? What kind of, how do you put it? What kind of action words do you use? What tool do you use? What method did you use? What result? Is there any result there? You can see two-sided application, but this is like the experience section where you have to tell us what you did in as a project engineer, right? And the left hand side, as you can see that they said worked on a project. Which project did you work on? We don't know. Which project did you work on? So instead of saying that, you can say I designed X using Y. That means I designed a water bottle using plastics, and achieved this and improved this by so percentage. As you can see on the screen, that is strong. That is what gets the attention of people who are reviewing your CV. So recruiters don't just reward effort, they reward result, but you have to show them on your CV, right? So now let's go even deeper than what I've just said for those who and what those that want to apply outside the country and those who are intentional, or for those recruiters as well, so that you stand out from all of this. So intentional or international recruiters or intentional recruiters often use what we call ATS. For those who want to apply outside the country, right? Some of these organizations they use ATS. This is like a system or a computer that scan through your CV and then remove the ones that are not important. Even some of these jobs, they do it. So what they are actually looking for is minor or mirror keywords. Keywords that mirror the job application. So some of you apply for a job, you don't read description, you just apply. That's not how it works. You have to look for keywords that you're going to use to revamp your CV. These days, you don't use just one resume or one CV to apply for a job, or for all the jobs you apply to, or for all the companies. Even if it is the same job, you cannot use one CV to apply for all the same job for the same role. No, they have job description. So that job description is what will inform you how you're going to present your CV. So, in other words, avoid long emotional paragraphs. You want to write your CV, you are putting emotional paragraph. Please give me this job. If you don't give me this job, I'm going to die. That's not how it works. Or you say use generic copy and paste lines. You go and copy exactly what is in the description and just put it that the job is saying you must have Python experience, and you go and copy and say yes, I have 100% Python without any project to show. Your CV will not be taken. Spelling mistake, as little as that, some of us we still have CV that has spelling mistake. They lose credibility, because if you cannot go through your CV, then how are you going to do well in that job or in that scholarship if they give it to you? So since your CV and your LinkedIn must match, we're going to do some quick check, or rather I'm going to do that later on in the slide. But then you need to understand about building a competitive profile. A competitive profile, especially for those who wants to travel abroad, those who wants to apply abroad. You have to understand what means to get a competitive profile, because out of so many persons who apply, we're just seven, maybe six that are pursuing a PhD in chemical engineering in the school I am in. Out of everybody that applied, just seven that they were able to fund. So the opportunities are very limited. So your profile has to be competitive enough. You need to show research experience. Some of you, they tell you what research experience is, you don't know. Research experience means you are working in the lab, you did research, you publish a paper like I explained earlier. I told you some of these things are in depth, so I'm just giving you the surface. So you can reach out to me later and learn more about this. But just know that you need research experience, you need internship and related roles for those who are applying for grad school. You need conferences, you need to attend conferences, workshops where you present your work. You need to do standardized tests like GRE, TOEFL, IELTS. I did all of those things. Volunteering and leadership. Some of you are in school, you are not volunteering. You will need it in your CV. Mentorship, you need somebody that will mentor you. And sometimes your mentors can even be a very good tool to help you land yourself in a good job, right? Your CV becomes a strong weapon when you feel that some of you will say it's connection. When you feel that connection is already overriding the whole system, your CV, when you put in the right actions, trust me, you will have it, and you have good recommendations. People will come for you. Now, let's look at the practical aspect of CV writing. Resume, cover letters for PhD students. For those who want to apply for PhD, even if you don't want to apply for PhD, I have some examples that will help you, right? So, the main thing I mentioned before, research experience, peer-reviewed publications, all of these things, you need them on your CV. And I have like a PDF that has cover letter and CV. It just shows you different formats, including mine is there. Now I can send it to you after. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. That's why I say connect with me, and then I will send it to you so you can review yours and match yours with the CV. But I do have some of them on the screen. So, like I said, resume is short, usually one page, tailored for a job. CV is more detailed, the one that has like 5 pages, 6 pages. So that's not the one you use to apply for a job. Usually, you use one page. So you have to, when you are applying for a job, look at the job description and streamline your CV. You pick out some details that are aligned with the job and use that one to apply. That's how it works, right? This is another part where some persons asked me some questions, and some questions were asked. I was not the one that compiled this document, but then it's very helpful, and I saw it that I felt you should need it. So, do I need a resume? What font size do I need? What's the standard? The answer is simple. Yes, you need to keep a strong resume or CV ready. It saves time, right? The font, you have to keep it professional and readable. Don't shrink to hide weak content. Your goal is clarity and not decoration. Use a trusted guide like what I have here, which I'm going to show you for structure. So I'm going to give you some practical tips. Now, these are some of the action words I was talking about. These are words you should have by around you, so that because these are the words that ATS recognize. When you say achieved, accelerated, so thing, I arranged this, and you saw the weak format and the strong format. All of these things, I just put them here. That will be a good resource. Take pictures if you want to, and you need to use this when you are writing your experience session for CV. These are some of them as well. If you want to find a word that will explain that you lead a project, these are how they look. Or you want to explain that you plan or organize an event like this event, the president can just say, yes, I arranged or organized, or I monitored, right? Or I edited, or I scheduled. These words are powerful. They show that yes, you actually did the work. Now, this is a simple essay. Now, don't mind the arrangement. This page, this is the first page, and then this is the resume, just telling you the status of the person that wants to apply for the job or for the PhD scholarship, and this is how he presented his CV. This is an Harvard approved style. For those of you who are looking for style, so you can match it with yours. You can see the keywords that were used: designed and executed, managed and negotiated, analyzed, performed, evaluated. All of these things are very important. They show action. This is another one, as you can see on the screen. This is a cover letter. Now, they have so many of them, like 5 or 10 CVs, all in this document. So I'm going to send it. Like I said, if you reach out and you need it, if you don't need it, that's fine. So it has all of these CVs where you can match your CV with it, and this is a cover letter. Yeah, this just tells you how you should apply. Most times the first thing that these companies look at when you're applying for a job is your cover letter. They want to see. I remember one of my friends who sent me a cover letter. She had been applying for so many scholarship or so many job opportunities. But when we revamped this cover letter, the job came through. She wrote test, she didn't have it, and she got in. Currently, she's working there. Now, cover letter passes a very good information about yourself. So you need to learn how to package yourself very well. But everything you write in your cover letter has to align with your CV and align with your LinkedIn, which we are going to talk about later. So the final tips you need is that your names files has to be professional. Like I said, the way you put your names, your picture, there are countries that accept it, there are countries that don't. There are some companies that accept picture on your CV, there are companies that don't. So you need to make findings, search for these things. That is how you can prepare your CV that is tailored to the job application. I beg to stop here because of time, so that we can take some questions, and then we will move on to the next phase. Thank you. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my God. I cannot even imagine the number of hands that were clapping for you while you were speaking. So please put your hands together once more. Put your virtual hands together for the moderator, for opening up these secrets, for opening up these things that most of us had no idea. When I mean no idea, I personally will tell you I have applied for a lot of things, and I have done things the exact opposite of what I am seeing here, and I'm learning. So please put your virtual hands together, and don't forget to drop your questions in the chat. He's going to pick the most important questions that actually fit this topic right now. So please, if you have anything to say, put it right now as I'm speaking. Just type it quickly in the in chat, in the in call message arena, and we are going to visit it immediately. Also, I have noticed that while he's talking, some people are like clapping. Can you mute your mic, please? Avade, please mute your mic. Okay, thank you. I noticed that while he was talking, people were like dropping emojis and all. Please, please, I know you're excited for what you're learning, and like most of this is new knowledge. I know how it comes, mind blowing, right? But please just hold on so that people who are using phones, mobile devices, can actually see what he's displaying, because your emojis will not let them see properly. I think that's a very important point to have noted. Aside that, we have heard We have all heard what they've said. Your CV with the right actions and recommendations are your connections. For those who say they don't have connections, is your CV. Is your CV. Okay, over to the question and answer section. Quickly, we don't have enough time, but thankfully he used 15 minutes to to do this session. Okay. So please, if they have any questions for you, we'll just give it 5 minutes. We'll give you 5 minutes to work on those questions. Over to you, sir.
Right. So if you know you have any question, can you just maybe drop one of them on the chat, or you can raise up your hand. Let me give you the floor to talk. As long as you have an audible voice and you can be very fast, then that's fine. I think Timothy, your hands have been up, so go ahead, ask your question and be very fast. Timothy. Yeah, I can also see a question on the chat. The question is, what is your take on attaching your CV in a code mail? Oh my God, that's a very important question. Yes, you have to attach your CV in your code mail because, as a matter of fact, anything that have to showcase who you are, you need to attach it. They did not ask, but guy, you have to attach it. You need to attach your CV. You need to attach your GitHub. Like your CV has to have a point where maybe you tell them you did this particular project. Then by the side you just include an like an hyperlink that takes them to your GitHub, right? That way you are showcasing what you did actually. So when they open your CV, they will check. If you don't do it, they will not send you a mail and tell you please send your CV. It's rare. It's rare for them to. They will not even answer you. They won't even send a mail, or they will tell you you should go to the website and apply. But if you give them something that is very catchy, something that is very very catchy, trust me, they're gonna go for it. So you say, or should I ask for a meeting instead? No, 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 no. Attach your code mail, right? Attach your CV in the code mail. They're going to tell you, okay, we are interested. Let's talk. And trust me, uh, you cannot. Maybe you have only applied for 10 and you have not gotten a response. And you'll be like, man, I've been applying, I've not got 10. You apply for 10 and you are complaining. There are guys who apply for 50, 100, and they have not even gotten one. But it takes dedication. Just keep doing it, right? And make sure you are doing it right. Very important. Do it right. I applied to 13 schools. 13 schools. I just need one. I applied to 13 schools when I was coming. 13. So if you're thinking people who are already here just apply for one and got it, it's rare before you see that somebody just applied for one and you got it, because you are playing a very huge game where I say you're just applying for one, you're getting it. Why for those in undergraduate, you only apply for separate scholarship, you have already given up. You say that's the end of everything. I will never apply again. Trust me. If I tell you the number of scholarship I applied, yeah, if I tell you I got 8 undergraduate scholarship, all of you be like, man, this guy enjoys in school. But do you know how many I applied? I applied for like 20, 20 something. So imagine if you rate it 20 something, I got 8. That's a poor number. 8 over 20 is not a good score. But then 8 scholarship is good. Do you get my point? So you have to apply for many. Give that time, dedicate that time, and trust me, you have it. So winner is asking, I'm really finding it difficult to create a LinkedIn account. Okay, for those if you are finding it difficult to create a LinkedIn account, we'll talk about it in the next session. So I'll remember your question. Macho, my guy, is asking, you mentioned follow-ups, right? How big of a role do they play? You just mentioned dedication. Yeah, follow up is important, right? You know, when you apply for some of these scholarship, you apply for these opportunities. Maybe you send a code mail. The professor might not see it because when you send a mail, the other people will send mail too. So your mail will get missing, will get lost. So you want to follow up so that your mail comes up again and the professor can see. Even here, while I'm in school, right, and I send a professor a mail, the professor might not see it. So I have to send a follow up before the professor actually responds. Ah, I'm sorry, I did not see it. So you have to send a follow up. But when you send like 2 times, it's not responding. Then you give up, you move on to the next person, right? But then you have to, that's why I said, you don't just do a follow up. You want to do a follow up at the time this professor is actually sitting down to look at your application or to look at his email. And the only way you can find out about that is when you reach out to the graduate student of that professor, because there are already people who are working under him. So if you go and meet those students, ask them, bros, you reach out to them on LinkedIn. Reach out to them, bros. I see that you're working with this professor. Honestly, I like the work, and I see your own post too. Your posts have been great. I see the way you are doing so much, do so well. You praise the guy. After I praise the guy, then you tell the guy that I just wanted to make an inquiry. I tried reaching out to your professor because I'm interested in the lab, but he has not responded. I don't know when is the best time. Do you think I can reach out to them? Then the guy will tell you, my professor no dey even dey check mail o. You have to send mail maybe on Friday night around 2 a.m. And remember that there is time difference. So if you are going to the UK, the time over there is different from the time over here. Maybe the time you are sending the mail is the time he is sleeping. So if you are sending the mail at that time, how do you expect him to respond? So you want to also pay attention. Maybe you have to send your mail at night in Nigeria that you are sending a mail. Do you get my point? So that is how it works. So you have to also understand time difference. So it also have a big part to play. I don't know if it's time already, moderator. Do you want us to move on to the next stage now?
Yes, definitely. So thank you very much. I hope your questions, like all of you, your questions have been answered. And of course, I am really impressed by those who are asking these questions because I am also learning. Thank you to whoever asked the question he answered before this one, because now I know how to talk to those students or those graduates or undergraduates who are supposed to tell me about their lecturers.
Right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right.
That was really, yes, that was really enlightening. Thank you very much. So for the next session, okay, we have the profile enhancements for LinkedIn because you just talked about the CV. So we'll just delve into it.
Yeah.
Please, sir, the floor is yours. Thank you very much. And you guys, don't you want to appreciate him? Please put your virtual hands together, please, to encourage him. If you're here, I just want to say everybody put their virtual hands. We have over 41 people in attendance. Don't tell me you're too far away from your phone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sir, the floor is yours.
Yeah.
Please give us give us every single thing you have to give us, and it would really be helpful. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you so much, guys. See, I just want to also appreciate all of you who are still on the call because I see that there's a consistency in the number of people who are here. That means you guys are getting value from what we're saying. I know I'm a little bit fast. I have another slide where I actually dealt into each of these concepts, right? But then because of time and if we have other sessions, subsequent sessions where we reached out, maybe we'll focus solely on scholarships. You get to see the full details. How to write, we'll do a practical session, but that will come later. But for now, all you just need to do is to reshape your mind. Let your mind be ready for this. Right? I know it's difficult, but let your mind be ready for this. And trust me, it's a journey. And in the process, you learn along the way. Right? Rather than giving somebody who they call agents to help you work am. After you don't work and you reach visa, they ask you who run your program for you. You say someone and they will deny your visa. Everything you have worked for will just end. Right? So that's by the wayside. So now let's move on to the next stage. So this is the final session, I believe. LinkedIn optimization, and I will round up basically. So if you can remember one thing today, let it be that LinkedIn is not a social app. LinkedIn is not Instagram. LinkedIn is not Facebook. LinkedIn is a global career platform. We can even say it's your global career passport. LinkedIn is a global career passport. People will see you from far and near on LinkedIn. That is where you show your professionality. Don't go there and start dancing TikTok dance and post and say you are looking for content so that people will start following you. That's not how it works. So LinkedIn is where recruiters actually come and verify your story and see whether what you have told them in your CV is actually true. They will check who are you, what have you done, what can you do, are you even consistent, what you are saying, is it consistent with what is on your LinkedIn? So when your CV is strong and your LinkedIn is empty or confusing, trust me, you lose trust instantly. That is why you see even companies open LinkedIn accounts. Even companies open LinkedIn accounts because you cannot be a company, maybe all the servicing companies, they want to look for contract job, and these people you are looking for contract, Shell and these big companies, NNPC, and they come to LinkedIn, they can't see your presence, they can't see what you have done before. How do you expect them to believe what you have said on your CV? So we're going to look at what should your profile look like when it comes to LinkedIn. When I just glance through a LinkedIn, so I think most of the problems some of you are having is opening a LinkedIn account. Usually, LinkedIn is very sensitive, right? If you use the wrong email, or maybe you forget your password, or you open LinkedIn before you want to open another one, and you're using the same name, and it's very sensitive. It will get to a point where they will log you out and you cannot log in again. So you might have to change your email totally to be able to do that. So some of you must have opened LinkedIn before and you have forgotten the password. To retrieve password of LinkedIn is very, very difficult. Very difficult. So it's very secure. But then there are still scammers there, but very secure. The only problem with Steve is that LinkedIn is that people overuse it, overemphasize some things that are not supposed to be overemphasized, even when they have not done anything. You see somebody that did that was a manager in NNPC from March to September. The same March to September is also a manager in another company. You can see stuff like that, but the good side is what we are focusing on. So for those who are having issues with LinkedIn, opening LinkedIn, I think somebody suggested using VPN to change it. I will also suggest using a different email, right? Probably you have opened an account before, or maybe instead of using just two names, use three names. So I differentiate you or open a new account. Basically, that's what I mean. So you start all over again, right? And when you start all over again, you have to start with connections. You have to start connecting with people. Then you start checking what you read. And remember, just like YouTube, as you read through some content and you come back again, you want to read the content, that is most of those are the content you are going to be seeing on LinkedIn. So if you are interested in reading programs outside the country, in the US, and you're always looking out for those programs, don't go and start looking for people who are shaking body on TikTok. You can't find it in LinkedIn, except you are that kind of person. You are determined that you must see it, and you go and start typing TikTok dancers on LinkedIn. No, that's not what you should be searching for. You should be searching for opportunities, scholarships, global scholarships, people that always post content on scholarship, how to write your profile, how to write your CV. You constantly update your CV. As it stands now, I need to update my CV. I applied for like a meeting with some of these career people in this school, and I told them I want them to review my CV. When they checked my CV, they say my CV was fine, was okay. I should just include the new status I have now, because I was already prepared for it and I was ready to make changes to my CV. CV is like a continuous process. Same with LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you keep updating it. But one thing that is sure you need to have on your CV is your professional photo. Clear headline with keywords, like you see on mine when I showed you. We'll do a practical class. I'll show you mine. You need to have a strong action section. You need to show your experience, the projects that match with your CV, your skills, your endorsement, your certifications, where they are relevant, and think of LinkedIn as like an online version of your CV. That's how you should see LinkedIn. So your goal is simple. In 10 seconds, if a recruiter comes to my LinkedIn page or LinkedIn profile, will they get a full picture of who you are, what you can do, and what you have done? Very important. So your headline is not your job title alone. It's like a keyword engine. If you go to my headline, like I showed you at the start, you can see I wrote, you see engineer, you see energy, EOS, digitalization. You can also see ambassador, as the case may be, IPTC. So some of those things I wrote there is the things I think catch people's eyes. If somebody learn that I went to Saudi Arabia for IPTC conference, everybody will be interested. Oh, this guy has international exposure. If somebody hear that I'm an ambassador, they'll be like, oh, this guy is an ambassador. That means he has very good character. He's very well behaved, and they are interested, right? So this is how it works. This is how it works, guys. So the key word in that your head is very important. I believe you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm going to show you guys when I'm done with this thing to show you a practical overview. So who you are is simple. Everything you say on LinkedIn, let it be tells you who you are, tell what you have done, what are you interested in now, and what you are open to, how to reach out to you. So all of those things has to be included in your headline, but make it very brief. Don't go and put everything. You can make it brief. It can be two, it can be three, like you see here. Chemical engineering student, process simulation. That means this guy uses Aspen ICs, and his research is on waste valorization. And then he's a chemical engineering student. We can see this. Very, very simple. Then when they go to other sections of your LinkedIn, they can tell, okay, this is who this guy is. Now, on LinkedIn, don't just list roles without adding bullet points. You need to add bullet point to explain what you have done on your CV. Just the same way I explain all those action words. So you have to bring them here as well. Add projects, posters, presentation, report, design, GitHub, portfolio links. Add them. Your profile should look like this person does real work. This person has actually worked. Yes, I know one of my guys who graduated from university is currently working in Dangote refinery. And this guy usually posts on LinkedIn, and you see his project posting on LinkedIn, and I'm amazed with the way the guy does that. And today he's working a very big firm. So that's how it works, guys. So you have to put your LinkedIn in a very good position. Remember, I told you I'm targeting your mindset. If we can change your mindset today from this meeting, it's not going to be difficult. It's that mindset, that motivation, that drive that will help you to seek help. If your LinkedIn is not properly written, you find somebody to help you to write it, like help you to guide you, or you look at other people's own. My LinkedIn is open. You can go there and look at the way I wrote mine, and then copy the way I did it, but tailored in your own direction. That is how it works. Another thing is that on LinkedIn, where we have networking, that's where you do networking very well. I will teach you what it means by networking. When you see a professor that posts and say there's an opportunity, there's scholarship opportunity, or you see somebody posted, okay, apply for this job, and then you check the person is working in that company, you can reach out to the person. That's what we call networking. You don't have to know the person. You don't have to know me. I think, Timothy, you are here because you reached out to me on LinkedIn. And then I sent you a link. I said, I'm about to have this session. Join us. Then after the session, we can have a conversation. Maybe you need something else, or you need somebody to maybe break down some of the questions you have. And I sent it to him. If he did not reach out to me, I don't think I would have sent him the link for him to join this event. So that is networking. You reach out to the person. Maybe I will show you guys his message to me. Very simple and very straight to the point. And I got the message and I sent him a message. This guy was writing, or this is a template. Hi, I'm a chemical engineering student interested in this area. I saw your work at this lab and would love to learn more about it. You can reach out to any graduate student and say, I'm interested, I'm pursuing a PhD, I'm interested in applying for a PhD in your school. Okay, I saw the work you guys are doing and I like the lab, I like the culture. Please, I would like to ask you some few questions. Then the guy will say, okay, yes, go on. Because sometimes you need to confirm if this person is ready to answer your question before you move on. Don't just pack so many messages and send to the person as if you are spamming the person. No, it doesn't work like that. Quality over quantity. You have to choose quality over quantity. So let me go further. I'm almost rounding up, guys. So LinkedIn again is a place where you find global opportunities. Yes, you don't need to post every day. I don't post every day, but the days I post, you will see reaction. The last post I had, I think currently is reading over 30 something thousand views with over 1,000 plus likes and over 500 comments, some of which I've not even responded to those comments. That's the last post I made a few weeks ago, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. So I don't post every day, but whenever I post, I know I'm posting something very important. So you can do a weekly plan and say you want to be posting. You don't have to have something to post. You just have to, you can post about your progress, you can post anything that interests you. As I did here like this, anytime my spirit leads me to post, that's when I post. Some people are not like that too. Me, some people post every day, which is good. Me, I'm kind of busy with so many work, so I have to have a life work balance. So I have to balance everything. So basically, whenever I'm moved to post, I always like to post because that's where my space is. So, but one thing you need to understand that when you post, you're posting either what you are learning or what you are trying to learn. You are posting, you are either sharing your project or an achievement that you have done with clear proof. You're also commenting thoughtfully on industry posts because that's where they will see your. So every post you comment on, people look at your profile. There are so many of you are connected with just by looking at your profile. When you make a comment on my post, I'll go and look at your profile. Oh, this guy is aligned. I'll connect. That's how it works. So that's how you build credibility, you build connections, you build network, and you increase your chances of getting opportunities or finding an opportunity. So to round up everything I'm saying, opportunities, CV, LinkedIn are very, very key if you want to land yourself in a very good place. I would challenge you today to have a 7 day action plan. Yes, 7 day action plan from today or from tomorrow. Day one, update your headline plus your photo and banner on your LinkedIn. Get a new LinkedIn if you don't have. For those who have already, check your headline and see how you can change it. Update. You can be like a challenge. You can do a challenge, post on your status, tag me, post on your LinkedIn, tag me, or if there's a group chat in your school, post and tag the organizers. Day one. Do for day two as well. You write about your about section. I'll show you on the screen soon. And then write your experience, your project. Use the star bullet. I gave you some action words that you can use. I will show you when I show you my own LinkedIn. Upgrade your CV, formatting plus keywords. Update it on day four, day five. Build a simple portfolio. Featured links like I list several of them. I told you we have GitHub. All of these things are portfolios that you need to enhance your branding. Then you can send 5 personalized outreach messages. It can be that you need scholarship, it can mean that you need a job, or you just want to connect with someone. Even if the person is a manager in a company, you just want to reach out to 5 of them, right? On day six. On day seven, apply to 3 opportunities and track them in a sheet. So get opportunities and trust me, follow up. Personally, I created a group chat which I call the Go Getters Forum. And what I do there is that I post links, updates to people, and I advise them. Sometimes I set up meetings and I talk to them, ask them what's the problem, and try to resolve their issues for them. I open another one for graduate students where I post opportunities, jobs. If you need jobs, I do that because I'm passionate about the growth of everyone. But don't envy people. You see this person succeeding, don't envy them. Come close to them and learn what they are doing. It's as simple as that. So, but before you drop your questions, right, I want to show you something, guys. Just confirm if you can see my screen. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I want to show you something on my LinkedIn. I believe it's going to be helpful for you guys, right? Yeah. So just give me a few minutes to bring up my LinkedIn. Wow. No. I hope my LinkedIn is on this laptop. But if it is not, that means some of you might have to go and check it yourself. Because I'm using my other laptop. So let's see if I can have. Yes, I can. Oh I don't think I can have access to it on this lap. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I have access to it. So great. Now this is my LinkedIn profile. Yeah, this is my LinkedIn profile. I have over how many followers? I think over 5,000, I mean 6,000 followers, right? You can see this is my profile. I use this background. Somebody sent me this picture, I think one time. I updated it most of the time and I put a professional picture, right? And this is my name. This is what I wrote as my headline. PhD student. You can easily tell what I'm doing currently. If you have been asking Jane, oh, where has James been all this while since he graduated from Uniben? And you come to my LinkedIn profile, oh, he's a PhD student now, he's pursuing PhD. Oh, this is his project, energy and waste valorization. Oh, I see, he's an ambassador. Oh, IPTC. Oh, he has gone for IPTC. Now you quickly capture that information about me, At least those are the very most important ones. Now, look at, I wrote my experience. You can see I was a project engineer in Brasha, where I work in one of these oil and gas companies. This is what I'm doing now. I'm president in TGF. I was a president in SP Uniben back then in school. My NYSC, I added all of those things, my certificates, all these things, ambassador, Cyber Crescent when I did my Cyber Crescent. I even have to update my profile. You can see summer internship. I wrote some of the things I did where you come here with certificate as proof. And then graduate training when I did in Snyder, I wrote some of the things I did when I was there, when I was a president, some of the things I achieved while I was a president, and the award I received. Ganco Energies when I was there. These are some of the things that this experience session, right? You go down, you see my education profile, you see them there as well, and you see some of the things I wrote under there and what I'm doing. Bullet point I told you to do to build around. You can see it. Then the certifications I have, and the recognitions I've received, right? I also wrote them there. All of these things is just to announce me or to showcase me, and some of the places I'm volunteering. There's also volunteering sessions, so it's important. You can put that. I think even the volunteer I did at the governor of where I am gave me an award. Some of the skills I have, and people endorsed me, and then some recommendation people gave to me from different people I don't even know. Like this person, I don't even know this guy. I think, okay, yes, I know him. Yeah, gave me recommendations, and these recommendations are very important. Honors and award I have received, and so forth. Like I said, I want to show you something that this guy sent me, Timothy. Sorry if I have to do this, Timothy. Right. So Timothy reached out to me. I was like, he was inspired and wrote a message for me to see, right? And then he told me that he's looking forward to connecting with me. When I saw it, I said, okay, no problem. Can you join this meeting? And then we started talking. I was not free, right? So that is how to reach out to people. You connect with them and you see yourself just doing well. See opportunities like this again. This opportunity, I'm supposed to screenshot it and send it to the group chat I was telling you about. So that people who can apply, go ahead and apply and try it out. But you look at the what's it called, the requirement, and see if you match it. Just like that. The more you keep doing that, you can see how to write research paper. For those of you who don't know what research is all about, that different content like this on LinkedIn, 50 PhD scholarship programs. You can see, you can look through this place in Europe, in North America, in Asia, in so all of these opportunities are all in LinkedIn. With this now, I've seen all the opportunities I need. And I can check, oh, MEX scholarship, I'll go there, I'll check MEX scholarship, what are the requirements? Okay, you take another one. Just like that. That's how to find opportunities and make it work for yourself. If you don't do it, nobody will do it for you. Are you hearing me? If you don't do it, nobody will do it for you. Nobody. Oh, let me start for my exam. I wrote it, and God helped me. And trust me, you cannot be under this meeting and you make a move and you don't succeed. You will definitely succeed. Trust me, you will succeed. I succeeded. You will succeed. That's my prayer for all of you. So I want to say big thank you, and just like a final words, before I hand over to the moderator, right? Thank you once again, guys, for staying on this call to learn. I hope that I've been able to convince you that truly opportunities are available. You just have to package and prepare for these opportunities. Connect with me on LinkedIn. And share your experience.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm done. Over to you.
Thank you. I would really love everyone to start, not everyone, sorry, those who have important questions. As you can see on the screen of our speaker, they're like prompts. Any question you feel is important, please just put it down. He's going to be looking through it and he would answer you. Please, we have 5 minutes for this session of question and answers until we get to the last thing for today, which is how to stand out to international recruiters. So just before we get into the question and answer session for the just concluded session, I want you to remember that the speaker has rightly said that LinkedIn is not a social app. When he means a social app, it's not for you to go and drop your daily activities. You brushed your teeth, you went to platform. It is a global career platform. It is your passport to getting the career you have always wanted. So please, as you pen down your questions, as you write down your questions in the chat box, please, I assure you that our speaker is going to give you exactly what you want. So yes,
All right.
thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate. Yeah, I was trying to set up something. So I'm going to take some questions now. Is anybody's hands is up? Macho. Okay, Macho's hands is up. Go ahead and ask your question, please. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, James.
Hi, Macho.
Good evening. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Thank you very much, James. First off, thank you so much for such an insightful session. My question is basically on LinkedIn aspect, LinkedIn optimization and everything.
Right.
There was a part in your slide or your presentation where you mentioned we should connect or try to connect with people intentionally, maybe 5 in a week, and you showed Timothy's outreach to you.
Right.
So would you advise we connect randomly, or is there a strategy behind connecting? Because I know you can basically send connection requests at least 100 people in a week on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So would you say we should break down our targets, maybe connect with professors or connect with hiring managers? Or
Right.
how would you advise me about that?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. I think that's a very intelligent question. And just like I believe your question even passes a message to everybody. You don't just connect with any people, and that's a mistake a lot of people make. You want to have, and that's why I say it's not like TikTok. It's not like TikTok where you're looking for followers. You're looking for people to just connect with you and have so many numbers. No, at least your connections, you should be able to tell which people are majority your connections. So for me, I can say that about 30% or 40% of my connections are students who wants to learn from me. So people who are mentoring, while there are some of them who are my mentors, people I'm learning from. So it depends on your goal. You don't just connect with people because you want to just connect with them. No, but definitely it depends on your goal, and the goal is, it varies, right? Goals comes with priorities. Goals come with priorities. That goals are proud that comes with priorities. So there are some goals that are important now, while there are some that may not be important now. For example, you see the manager of Shell, and you are a petroleum engineer, or you are interested in the oil and gas industry, and you see manager of Shell, and you have opportunity to connect with him. Why not connect with him? You have to connect with him. That may not be your important or your prioritized goal at that time, but because the connection pops up and you want to connect, you can connect with him for the future because you're interested in that industry. So to make the response very simple, which industry are you interested in first? Are you interested in the financial industry, banking industry? Are you interested in the oil and gas industry? Are you interested in the refinery or the downstream industry? Are you interested in the business world? Then the people who are building empires around those industries, those are the people you should connect with. Like, you should be like it's something that is part of you. That may not be your priority at this time, but those are the sets of people you should target. Then, if you know you are the kind of person that wants to help, of course, when you grow, you want to pull somebody out, not just yourself. You want to also help people who are behind. So, students also who are connecting with you, you need to accept them because they also want to learn from you. Do you understand? Because you need that community as well. Then you want to apply for scholarship. You are a student, an undergraduate. Then why not go straight to some of these companies, their pages? You have heard of Shell scholarship. Why not go to Shell page and apply, like connect with the page, so that whenever there is opportunity from Shell, you can see it. NNPC, the same thing. Seplat, the same thing. So if you are there, you are looking for a graduate scholarship in a particular school. Which school are you interested in? Which country? Are you interested in Oxford University? Are you interested in Stanford University? Then go and connect with the page. Anybody that you see has gone to these schools, connect with them. Then you want to apply for a scholarship in the US in a particular school, and you have gone on their website to check the professor, the lecturer that you are interested in. As you are interested in them, you have seen the person's name. The name is James Alleh. Then go on LinkedIn, search for the name. Some of you are just meeting me for the first time and you don't know me. When you attend meetings like this and you like what the speaker is saying and you want to follow up on the speaker, the best way to do it, even without them telling you, is to go on LinkedIn and check. Usually, when I go to a conference and I want to talk to people and I see this man, his name is John Bush, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know this man. Oh. I'll go on LinkedIn quickly and check John Bush. Look through his profile. Oh, this guy is a manager. Oh, let me quickly talk to him. Because there are some persons that you pass, you attend conference with. Some of them are top people, top engineers in the industry. They are top men in the business world. And you don't know them. Some of you don't even know Tony Elumelu. So if Tony Elumelu comes today, some of you don't even know that's him. And it's not your fault. All you just have to do, be able to research these people on LinkedIn because they are there. So when you say, oh, this guy is Tony Elumelu, let me use the opportunity to connect with him. That's how you connect with him. So it depends on your priorities, but at the same time, you have to define what industry you are interested in. I don't know if it makes sense, Macho. So that's how it works. Your industry, and it depends on your priorities at that time. Okay, so Macho says he has two more questions. Your questions are very, very deep. So go ahead. Two more questions. You can say the two questions at the same time.
Okay, sorry, I would cut in for a second.
Right.
Can you give us the most important one, and then you message him? He has told us that you're free to reach out to him on LinkedIn.
Right.
Since we are running short of time, and a lot of people, it's 2 hours now. It's getting to 2 hours. I mean, it's 8:54,
Right.
and we have 6 minutes Nigerian time to 2 hours. So we're running on. We ran on a 1 hour 30 minutes, but now it's getting to 2 hours. So please send your questions to him directly. That would be so lovely. But we can take one, and after that one, we'll get into the last session, so that we can bid you all a good night. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you. So I'll just limit it to one question. I was going to ask about posting, but since you mentioned conferences, I mean, it's a different thing to attend a conference. And as you said, it's a different thing to network as well. Most of us can go to those conferences, but find it hard to maybe we see a manager, as you gave an example. We don't know what exactly to say when we walk up to that manager. So could you please just give us a breakdown of how we can introduce ourselves? What do we say in such an instance? Thank you.
Right. So these are very good questions, and trust me, these are deep. These are programs that you need to be in a session where they will teach you how to approach people. I know what you're talking about is networking, basically. When you want to network with someone, what do you say? How do you approach them? For me, there are different ways you can reach out to them, right? You just have to target the right thing. So first of all, you need to know the person you want to reach out to. If you want to reach out to me and you don't know anything about me, look at this guy, Timothy. I think Timothy, I wish we have enough time. I would have told him to come up and tell me how he reached out to me, because the message he sent to me, he actually read my profile and sent to me. So he knows much more about me, and he was able to connect with me on that level, because he was able to say, okay, I see some of the things you have done, I saw this thing you did, okay, and then this is why I'm coming to you. So that kind of pattern where you first of all know much more about the person you're trying to connect with. Even at that instant, you just check on LinkedIn, very easy. Look through the profile. Okay, he's a manager in this, he has done this, he has done this, he has done. Oh, good morning, sir. Nice to meet you. My name is James. Sir, I just wanted to say congratulations on your recent achievement. I saw you posted it on LinkedIn. It's a very good one. Honestly, I'm interested in that area. I don't know. Thank you so much. It feels so good to just meet you in person. Now, the point is, you know much more about the person. You know well enough about the person, and you have connected with that person. Oh, you saw that? Oh, that's great. Nice to meet you. How you doing? How's the school? You will start asking some personal questions too. Okay, what are you doing here? What are you doing now? Then you can now advertise yourself. Oh, sir, I'm interested in your program. I did this in this. I was able to do this. I was able to do this. And then that's why I'm here. And before you know, you have presented yourself. Why? Before you go, make sure you always say, sir, do you have complimentary card I can go with? Can I reach out to you? Can I follow up our conversation online? and then you collect their card, your complimentary card, and from there you do it. Me, you did not ask me, I already gave it to you. LinkedIn is there, reach out to me, and that's cool. Because of time, right? There are other effective techniques you can employ, but just know the person first, then target the person from that level. Usually, it's a very good spot to start. Moderator, what do you think?
Yes, 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 yes. I'm with you, and I'm so excited.
Right.
Like I said, I'm definitely glued to my screen, and I'm thanking you for that. I'm thanking Macho and the rest for their wonderful questions because I am learning a lot.
Right.
And please don't mind me when I stop anybody from asking too much questions. I mean, it's also for the best of others too.
Right.
But then we're working with time. And of course, I don't want to hear Nigerian time, and I'm the moderator for that matter. So let's keep things short and precise. Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Thank you very much for your questions. And thank you, Engineer James,
Right.
for the responses. So quickly, we'll go into the last session. And I feel so bad for those who have left because for me, this is like very important.
Right.
Standing out to international recruiters. I think this is something we need to sit tight and not just listen, but be glued for. And I know you have a lot to give us. Even though the a lot is in 2 words, 5 words, I know definitely it will help us. So please, the stage is yours, the floor is yours. Please take the red carpet, take it all. Please put your hands together, put your hands together, put your hands together, put your virtual hands together. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Macho. Thank you, Hadi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the floor is yours.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
just to build on what she's saying, I think it's also good for me to say thank you for staying. I think we can still see good number of persons on the call. Thank you for joining to listen to me, right? I'll tell you that I stand out from my peers not because I want to intimidate anybody, right? As a matter of fact, I find it difficult to share some of my achievements to people or out there. But then it's not a good way to put it. But I want you to understand that you have to be defined. Your purpose has to be clear. So I'm not going to waste time in this session. I'm not even going to use slides. I just want you to listen. Your purpose usually drives you. You need to define your purpose. Don't copy people, right? Don't copy people. Just 3 things: clarity, proof, and strategy. Clarity, proof, strategy. Then couple with your mindset, the God factor, and mentorship. You see, these 3 things are going to help. These 2 set of things, 3 in each set. The first is clarity. You have to be clear. What's your purpose? What's your goal? Are you just copying people? Somebody is good because I travel out, you too want to travel out. No. Even if my goals is a motivation for you to embark on such journey, you have to be clear. What do you want out of this? That has to be very clear. Then you need to be able to show proof that yes, you are ready for this journey. Proof. You don't have to come and announce yourself on LinkedIn or announce yourself on your status. No. Proof. By proof, I mean you need to talk to yourself and say, I am ready to do this. You are following the journey. You are following the process. And lastly, strategy. What strategy do you have? I had a strategy. I knew I was supposed to graduate, go for my NYSC, and then start a job. I started my job, to be very honest. I was with my boss. I was working with him for like 6 months before moving. And God has blessed me with him. And this same person, I connected with him on LinkedIn. I spent 2 years before I even saw this man face to face. I connected with him on LinkedIn. He was one that gave me a job. And this man, I think it was a few weeks back, he sent me $500, like as gift. Just take $500. That's over 800,000 naira. Just say, take this money, I dash you. That's what he did. When I was about to travel out, he gave me $1,000 for flight. When I was still in Nigeria, earning money in naira, and it was not even one of the biggest companies, but I already benefited from him because I connected with him on LinkedIn. Strategy, position yourself very well. This is what makes you stand out. I don't compare my life with people. I allow purpose define my journey. I don't go begging people to follow me. No, I create strategy for myself. How do I learn this strategy? From events like this. I join event like this, I pen down some of these things, set out a plan, and then run with it. And with God on my side, prayers, my mom is praying for me, my pastors are praying for me, people, yes, I appreciate prayers a lot because these prayers are guiding me. Somebody met me in school then and said, the reason why you are succeeding, somebody, a woman is kneeling down praying for you. And I believe that woman that is kneeling down for me are all the people who have been kneeling down praying for me. My mom, my brothers. So you need to also connect with that energy as well. And all of these things makes you stand out. So that's what I would say. I think they're already calling me right now. But I want you guys to know that the journey is going to be tough, but God is by your side. Don't give up. Try again. Don't copy, don't imitate people. So that's how to succeed. Moderator, I'll pass it on to you because of time. So that's how to stand out. Thank you.
Is permitted to ask. And oh yes, you can put on your mic. Only one person. And do not forget clarity, proof, and strategy. These white people or wherever, black, wherever you're applying to, they are very smart and they are out there looking for these things that you have. And if you do not have them, I'm so sorry, you will be denied any access to them. So please, when you're applying for anything, do not forget these things. I so hope somebody's writing because I am writing. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for all the wonderful sessions Engineer Alleh has given to us. While whoever has a question should go ahead and ask. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So who have a question? Anybody with any question? I just need one person to give me any question. Um, so I can respond. Or somebody's asking if this session was recorded. I tried recording, so hopefully when we are done, I'll see if I have it. Then I'll share the link with the organizers and you can have access to it basically. So any questions? Is there anybody with any questions? Does that mean everything I said is clear? I think most of the things I said is clear. Somebody's asking, how do I choose between internship and scholarship? How do you choose between scholarship and internship? Basically, internship is like you are going to train yourself for a skill you want. So that's internship. Scholarship is you want them to give you money to sustain you. Maybe you want to go to school and you don't have money to go through school. That's scholarship. You want to take up maybe undergraduate scholarship, like you're in school now and you don't have money to pay for school fees. That's scholarship. You want to travel abroad, you don't have money to pay for your fees. That's scholarship. Internship is like you're going for a skill building, internship, training. You want somebody to train you, you apply for internship. So they are different. We have graduate training. Graduate training is when you are done with your job, like when you are done with your school rather. And then usually the first job you should hop on is the one called graduate training, the one that they will train you for the job. Then after 1 year, they make you a full employer. That's usually the easiest part to get into some of these jobs. While in the United States, they call it internship. When you're done with your program, you can decide to apply for an internship where they will train you. Then after a while, they add you to the team. These are easy way to get into the job, right? But there's a difference in the money they pay you. So they can't pay you the same way they pay an employer. An employer as someone that is a graduate trainee. Of course, they are training you. You shouldn't expect much. But when you fully become an employee rather, then they'll pay you enough. So that's how it works. I think I've answered that question. Somebody say, thank you, sir. As an undergraduate, what are the most important steps to take towards graduate scholarship? Very good question. You have to get a good CGPA. A good CGPA doesn't mean that if you're already in second class, you can't get in, or you're in third class. No, but you have to improve. You have to get a good CGPA because it gives you, you don't have much stress. Even if you have HND or you have maybe second class, some of you that have graduated already, you have second class lower, it doesn't make you exclusive of the opportunities that are available. You just have to build your resume very well. Build your resume means your skill, your experience. You have to build those things. because the project you do, engage in other activities, it will be easier for someone with a good CGPA to get in, but difficult for you if you don't have all of those profile updated. So, for example, if you are coming to the US and you have a second class lower, a second class upper, you want to try to see how you can get some of these standardized tests like GRE, IATS, TOEFL, just to back up what you have, because GRE, the one graduate record examination, usually it places you on the same level with everybody, including the first class student. And if you do well in that test, they will take you in. It doesn't really matter. So you just have to do well in that test, right? And you also have to build your portfolio. Whether you're applying for a job or you're applying for a scholarship, you have to build your portfolio if you know that your CGPA is not doing so well. But then that's usually at the initial stage, because when you're applying for a job initially, that's when you need your CGPA. But when you already have experience, you now be based on experience, no longer based on your CGPA. So if you are still in school, attend webinars like this, learn much more about it, write it down, get a good CGPA, join volunteering, join some of these organizations and work for them. Let them know you as a volunteer, then include it in your CV. Then if you know that there are some certain skills you need, if you want to apply outside Python, you want to apply for those skills and start building those skills. So that's how to prepare for it. Then when you get to final year, that's when you should start gathering your scholarship, everything. If you are in final year, you want to start looking at any organization that want to help you sponsor your application fee, like Michael Taiwo Scholarship, iScholar, Education USA, all of these organizations. They're going to help you sponsor your application, pay everything. I was on Michael Taiwo Scholarship, so they paid for my application to the US, some of the applications I made. They also paid for my GRE, the test I wrote, which is over 300 and something thousand naira. So there are organizations that can help you pay that. You just have to apply and submit your application very well. So be informed. That's the first thing. Maintain your CV and build your profile. I don't know if that answer your question, Godwin. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I think you did. Thank you very much. Let me answer for Godwin. Thank you so much. That has like really been expansive and all. I am so grateful. I'm so happy. I'm speaking for everybody because, of course, I'm the moderator. And of course, in the chat box, you have seen a lot of thank yous, thank yous, thank yous, thank yous. So, on behalf of everyone, I'm saying a big thank you. But then, before you go, I would like you to give a word of advice. Like, just say one thing you would want us to do, leaving this place right now with the knowledge we have. What is the first thing you would want us to do? Engineer Alleh, please.
I would always say that there's so much to get from this meeting, but when you get a mentor, your life will be very easy. So the word I will leave with you is find a mentor. I can't overemphasize a mentor, because that's the only way you can help yourself through it. Find a mentor. I'll leave it at that. Find a mentor, guys. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. So, dear speaker, dear hosts, and my dear listeners, we have come to the wonderful end of this webinar. And to our esteemed speaker, Engineer James Alleh, I'm so sorry I started with like introducing you as Mr. James. Please, everyone, he's an engineer. So to our esteemed speaker, Engineer James Alleh, I hope I pronounced the last name properly. Tonight, we have been granted something far greater than a presentation. We have received master keys with remarkable clarity and generous insight. You have taken the aspirations so many of us hold for scholarships, for transformative internships, for a professional presence that speaks for us even when we're not there. And you have provided us with not just inspiration, but a real working design to meet the needs we need in the real world. Now, you did not merely recount your achievements. You performed the far more valuable service of engineering, like walking us hand in hand towards your steps for success. And with precision, you eliminated the inner workings of opportunity, laying bare the framework of your winning strategy. Thank you very much for the structure of giving us a compelling application, the authentic narratives and the authentic narrative you gave that gave us meaning. It you just explained the whole thing, and it was really powerful. You have achieved, you have given us something to hold on to. You have made a path of extraordinary achievements appear navigable, something we thought we couldn't reach. I mean, you're somebody who we reach out to because we know that if we go through these processes and these steps, we will definitely reach those goals. And for this act of genuine leadership, for guiding us with the very principles that have charted your own exemplary journey, I, on behalf of every other person, offer a profound respect and gratitude.
Thank you.
You have not just shared knowledge tonight, you have equipped us with agency, direction, and a renewed belief in what is possible. Thank you very much. Put your virtual hands for Engineer Alleh for this session that was not just merely informative, but truly transformative. And to our visionary hosts, Mr. Victor, thank you so much, my departmental president. This platform of possibility did not assemble itself. I never knew I would be speaking internationally this night until I read his portfolio, that's Engineer Alleh's portfolio, and I was awed. I was in awe. I had to send it across to my chat. Some of the people who are not even in engineering are here. People were asking me a lot of questions. I mean, and they have gained a lot. So this platform did not build itself. You assembled it. It was through your foresight and genuine commitment to our collective ascent. Thank you, Mr. Victor. Your leadership is convening these essential dialogues and is like a catalyst, bringing individual potential into a communal progress. Thank you so much for your dedication to ensuring that this community, chemical engineering, has access to mentors and minds like these mind-blowing minds that can shape our futures. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for Mr. Victor. And over to you, my lovely and engaged, promising audience. You arrived tonight seeking a strategy, and now I'm sure you're leaving equipped with an architect's plan, an engineer's plan. The theme of this session, we all know it. And now you hold the methodology in the screenshots you made to construct an application that resonates, a profile that magnetizes, and a professional narrative that commands attention. Therefore, one word for you: let this not be the end, but a precise and purposeful beginning this time around. Let your first action be decisive. Reframe one accomplishment on your LinkedIn. Draft an outreach you have postponed. Start today. Begin your scholarship essay, not with hope, but with strategy. Now you are no longer merely applicants, you are now designers of your own trajectory. And I'm encouraging you to connect with people, like he has rightly said, to collaborate and to build on this foundation he has just started. On behalf of the entire organizing team, I'm thanking you all for your presence. I will leave the stage for the hosts. He started and he has to end. Thank you very much for having me. I remain Afia Ubirobon Udeme from the Department of Chemical Engineering, 500 level. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mavi.
Thank you.
So I want to briefly say something. Thank you very much to our hosts for sharing such valuable insight on the theme that we brought out, that the landing internship and scholarship. This has been a very impactful session, and I want to also extend my appreciation to the moderators and all the participants. So I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that has stayed till now. I mean, we had about 50 plus participants, so this was a very good one. Thank you very much, our speaker, engineer James Alleh. Thank you very much. I hope to work with you again in future. Thank you very much, and do also have.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And do also, yeah, and do also have a lot good night.
Yes, yes. So one more thing. I'm connecting with you on LinkedIn right now. Thank you. Thank you.
And I should even add this: I came across speaker's post on LinkedIn, and I decided to just go through his profile, and I sent a connect, and within some minute, and he just approved, and I sent him a message, and he replied, and I was actually very surprised, and because I've actually reached out to a lot of people on LinkedIn, and sometimes they don't even accept your connection, and they don't reply. So thank you very much, sir, for accepting and granting this accepting to speak in this way. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Victor. Honestly, personally, I don't see myself so high that I cannot respond to anyone. Right. The only problem is sometimes I get busy, I get occupied, and I try to balance life with work. Right. So sometimes I leave some messages unanswered, but trust me, I would always continue to apologize to all those who have sent me a message and I did not respond. But whenever I get a chance, right, I always respond, and I am intentional about anything I do, including this event. When this event was, I had to build slides from the scratch because I want to do the event, even if no money is part of it, right? And that's how
Yeah.
I approach life, right? If you do that with life, trust me, everything you do, you make it significant. I was able to present to a particular group of companies, big companies, and they were so interested in what I did. I designed the slide, and that was how somebody favored me with as high as 800,000 naira. So your value cannot be overemphasized, and don't stop giving value. And that's what I do.
Yeah.
So when you reached out to me, I just saw an opportunity to do the same. So thank you very much for reaching out to me, for even considering me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir. Okay.
Thank you. I am really blessed to be a part of this, honestly. You're giving back a whole lot. Thank you. Thank you. This is your own kind of volunteering. And wow, thank you so much.
I do. I still wait for the snow. Yeah, it does start to. And like this, it will continue. Go to food, go to food, go to food. The wind, there is still the wind, the blue one. I know this things will fall like this. My ice block, look at it as ice block. So everywhere will be cold. Imagine a poor ice block around you. It's not serious. I don't even know where my food don't go, sir. No, I have to off it too. Because I make food no come go burn again. Because my vent has too weak. Oh, is that sweater? that I used to post. Can you can you uh, can you can you share those documents with me? Know that my document everything wiped off.
Alright, I think I'll share and give you one time. Should I send again?
Vex, the share now, no vex.
Alright.
This guy, they don't see my profile, they don't come and DM say, this guy there US. He said, good evening. I just remember how are you doing? I remember how you number. It's been a while. My mentor, sir. The thought of you just entered me.
What of you get? Right now, Saturday coming.
Huh?
Right now, success. Now, when they fight you, when they go to
Now, pick the call if you want. But it's late already, shower. Pick the call. Yes, yes, yes. Enjoyment for you. Hey, this thing don't start to. This is not really. I beg, make I lights don't go. I beg, anything we do, we do. Look at that.